There we go. All right, good morning, guys. Welcome to Coturnix Corner's Morning Musings. Glad everyone could join us today. As you can see, we've got a whole bunch of guests in the house joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. Today's kind of a special live. We finally reached 60,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, so we thought that we would do a bigger giveaway than we normally do, kind of a celebratory type of thing. And all these nice people decided to join me today. First off, I do got a couple announcements that I have to go through. Let's see. I'm not ready this morning. By the way, shout out to our sponsors, Overage Quail and Hatching Time. Somebody's got a dog. Both these companies supply hatching eggs or a gift certificate to give away every week, and we really appreciate it. We will be doing some giveaways today. I'm going to let our guest will be telling you what we're going to be giving away, and also how who won and how to go about claiming your prizes.
It's not turning on. See,
Maury, can you hear me? There you are.
wow, I had to have the kid do it for me.
It's always the way it gets done. It's technology.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Right.
All right. I don't know if you heard Maury what was going on already, but I'm sure you already know.
I could hear everything.
Okay, cool. First thing is our winner for the Coturnix Kids program. This is the 1st of March, so we're going to announce our March winner. And our judges have selected William. It says, "Hi, my name's William. I am 7. I love animals, chickens, ducks, and tiny quail. I do not like geese, though. Geese don't like me either. Also, I like rabbits, dogs, and cats. I help my mom and other people, too. I like to watch the eggs hatch and play with the babies. I make sure they have food and water and that they get held a lot so they are nice. I like to help the older lady who is alone with eggs, who can't have chicken eggs. She can't have quail eggs. I help her in her garden that summer.
Automatically covers the camera.
Hey, Maury, you got some background noise going on.
Oh, I was talking to the kid. Sorry.
Okay. You can mute yourself if you have to talk otherwise. But anyhow, let's see. I get to help pick stuff up in the garden, too. I had my quail, but something was started to kill them, so my mom got me a better cage for them. I would like to hatch some more quails, and I really like all the different color ones. It's really cool when the eggs are different colors too. I like the quail for pets, and I like to give the older lady the eggs to eat because she can't have the chicken kind. Okay, that's very cool, William. Appreciate you sending in your write-up. We got a bunch of nice prizes that'll be coming to you. Wholesome Harvest is going to send you a bag of feed. Southern Biophiliac and Big Spring Quail supply hatching eggs. Bryant's Roost will be sending you an incubator. Pips and Chicks and Champions Blend supply the hatching time, or not hatching time, the Tractor Supply gift certificate. And then Hatching Time, of course, supplies a two-unit layer cage for you to get you started. All right, so that's that. And I didn't make any notes this morning, so I have no idea what I'm doing. If you guys have any questions for our guest, if you would, one, put a Q in front of your question, and two, if it's a question for a specific guest, type their name in so we know who to present that to. I'm not going to be reading all the stuff in the chat. Or all the comments, just the questions. So let's start with our guest. HP, if you would, introduce yourself, tell the people about your farm and what your prizes you're going to be giving away today.
Okay, I think everybody basically knows who I am.
Yeah, everybody knows HP.
I operate Gopher Ridge Quail, and for a few years now. Enjoy the passion. And we'll be giving away, as usual, our hatching eggs for somebody.
Okay, that's a 30 count HP?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, perfect. Twisted Garrett's Farm. Gage, what do you guys got going on? Tell us a little bit about your farms. I'm not real familiar with you guys.
Hey, so we've been operating now for a little over just about 4 years. Where you're trying to just maintain and focus on some of the common breeds and the common lines that we have. Just trying to maintain pureness and everything. We like to focus a little bit more on the jumbo side of things as far as for like the meats industry or the meat side of things. We've been getting into it, so we will be offering our pet treats, our quail jerky for your dogs. It's a completely single ingredient, dehydrated pet treat. We also have a 16-ounce honey bottle that is sourced here, it's local by us. So it will be given away today.
Nice.
But
just curious, how many hives you guys keep?
There's about 30 hives locally here. We're teamed up with another farm.
Okay.
That serves for the farms.
Nice. Good deal. All right, Maury, tell us about West Michigan quail.
I got about 200 quail raised for meat and eggs. Pretty much sell a lot of eggs, and we eat the birds.
And what's the giveaway today?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Basket. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
Oh, I like that.
I like the handles on that one.
Yeah, I had her put handles on it.
Sweet.
All right. Actually, I did all the work, you know.
Yeah, I know you always do all the work. All right, Leah, you're up.
All right. I'm Leah. I have Southern Biophiliac Urban Farm down in Central Florida. We focus on production and color genetics. We've been doing this for about 3 years now. So it's been a lot of fun. I love my little potatoes.
Potatoes. That's cool. Your giveaway is what?
I've got 20 count hatching eggs assorted.
Okay. Okay, Aaron.
All right. I'm Aaron Guidro's family farm. Been doing quail for a few years. Homesteading. I'm a homesteader. So today I'm going to give away two 30 counts of jumbo mixes and two 18 counts of celadons.
Whoa, very nice.
Yeah,
All right, you guys,
60,000
you guys heard
subscribers
me.
is a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because back when I started the channel, I think it was like going on 7 years ago. I just wanted a place to put a couple videos, for building cages and that kind of stuff, incubators, and it just exploded. I never thought it would get to this point. So I got everybody in the chat room and you guys all to thank for that. So I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and see who's in the chat room. Mr. Garrett's Farms in the house this morning, everyone. Beautiful day today. There's my buddy Wendell from up in Punta Gorda. Hurricane Cubby made it. Congrats on the 60K, Terry. Appreciate that, Wendell. Marie's in the house, says good morning. All clean exterior, says morning, everyone. Aaron says good morning, Quailers. Wendell says life is good in Port Charlotte. Babies hatched and the swarm trap in the trees in case one of Terry's gets away. I'm going out after we're done here today. I've got to go out and take down some traps and put up some more and move a few, and a lot different than last year. Last year, I had 4 traps up last year, and I had 4 swarms within the first week. And
Wow.
this year is nothing yet. Can't believe it. Homestead Matters says good morning to all you fine folks from Eugene, Oregon. Hope everyone is doing well. Congrats on the 60K. Appreciate that. CJ Sanders is in the house this morning. And I wasn't going to read all these, but I'm going to do it real quick because I read fast. Marie says, talking to Aaron, are you located in Louisiana? Absolutely. Anita Garrett's in the house this morning, everyone. Morning, Anita. Woodtick's joining us, says good morning, everyone. Viewers in the house says good morning. Marie says, do y'all sell hatching eggs? I'm in Southeast Louisiana, too. We're talking to Aaron. I believe they do. Leah says good morning. Hannah Bishop says good morning. Currently getting off the cruise ship in Miami and enjoying your weather. Nice. Marie says, awesome. Do you have, I guess I should start reading these. Jessica says good morning from Missouri. Dragon Girls in the house says good morning, everyone. Data Farm says good morning, everyone, from chilly Central Georgia. Don Skins joining us says good morning from South Mississippi. Congratulations. Kurt's in the house says good morning from Northern Michigan. He's up there by Maury. Bumblebee Adventure says good afternoon from the Netherlands. That's cool. Savage Daughter Farms in the house says good morning, everyone. Holly is in here from Gaylord, Michigan. The Cluckety Homestead says good morning. Come on, guys, give me some questions. Brian F. says good morning. Congrats on the 60K. Appreciate that. And good morning to you, Brian. Bumblebee Adventure says the cookie jar coil lady in the house. Speaking of Cookie, you notice Cookie's not here today. That's a cat. Cookie had her pup, so she's in the other room, and she doesn't feel like being messed with. John says good morning from Southwest Michigan. Kim M's in the house says good morning. Francois says good morning from Lebanon. Oh, there's another distant member here. 340 Quail Farm says good morning, everyone. Ryan says congrats on the 60K. Appreciate that. Holly says lots of Michiganders. Deanna says good morning, everyone. Brian says Central Michigan here. Savage Daughter Farm says, whoa, was only expecting Terry. Yeah, we had to bring a few guests on to help celebrate the 60K. And I'm hoping that they do more talking than me as soon as we get some questions for them, guys. Come on, guys, put your questions in here. All right, where was that? Data Farm says congrats on reaching the 60K. Appreciate that. Hollybird says yay for kid techs. Yeah, absolutely. GIS Herb says good morning from Birmingham, Alabama. Robert says hi from Indiana. Brian says congratulations, William. Tater Farm says congratulations, William. Marie says congratulations, William. I'm going to skip over all these congratulations. I'll just pop them up here real quick. Just in case William's watching, he can see them. Jody says, oh my God, I just arrived and Wes met with William's cutest little smile. Congrats. That's cool. Bob Cole's in the house this morning. Oh, all right. Question. Holly says, question. I have a new CT60. It doesn't have a day counter. If I started eggs on Wednesday at 6 p.m., when is day one? Hey, guys, you jump in there and answer the question.
I don't count it till
Yeah, it would be
I would count
Thursday
it
at 6
Thursday.
p.m.
Correct.
Yeah, because it's day 0 when you first put them
I'm
in.
the same way.
Yeah.
24 hours later is day one.
I had 17 to the date I put it in,
Yep.
what it is on the calendar.
Yep. Tater Farm says, we know HP, a prince among men. I didn't know you were a prince, HP.
Me either. A lot of other things, but not that.
How's the brooder building going?
They're supposed to cut the metal tomorrow for it, and we'll start. It's all framed out. We're waiting on the metal.
Nice.
We'll start Tuesday putting the metal on.
You'll have to shoot over some more pics.
I'm wanting to get it done. I got a bunch of chuckers coming off in about 2 weeks.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I was on my way up there to help you, and then my wife called me back home. So,
Well, it rained so much.
right.
It'd have been a wasted trip. Of course, we could have drunk some coffee and talked.
Exactly. Deborah says, good morning from Levine, Arizona. Alria says, quail keep you fed and happy. Nice to see everyone. Absolutely. Tim says, question, is crossbeak genetic or is it a result from some factor during the incubation process? We'll start with you, Leah. What do you think?
It actually can be both. Sometimes it is genetic, but many times it is. There's usually something off in the incubation that can cause that. Usually it's a temperature fluctuation, usually around day 10.
Okay. Yeah, I know a lot of people have asked me that in the past, and it's if you see multiple cases of it, it's usually an incubation issue. Just
Right.
a single here and there. Could be genetic. I call mine potatoes too. Holly says, oh, I want that basket. I got those baskets are available on GulfCoastQuail.com. And my sister can actually do, or Maury, I'm sorry, Maury. Maury can actually put your name in there if you want to
It might be with a
custom.
marker.
That's funny. Shoe Family Quail Farm says, hello, everyone. Wow, you got quite a panel today. Yes, we do. Stick around. We got some good giveaways, too. Snoopy says, good morning from Pennsylvania. Marie says, questions. How do you know which birds to cross to get different colors and improve genetics? Aaron, you want to start with that one?
David, what colors are you trying to get and what colors are you starting with would be, because you could cross multiple things and get multiple things. So it would be more importantly to know what is your goal and what are you starting with.
Right.
Like I think I prefer fee over any other modifier. So like I like to add fee to everything and see what it does. Some people hate fee. And just
Yeah, I'm not a fan of fee. HP, you got some fee going over there, don't you?
Yeah, we got fee, and I don't like Aaron. I'm partial to the fee and the roots, but
yeah.
I'm crossing the sparkly with it now and getting some very, to me, unusual patterns.
Right. Gage, what are you guys keeping for quail? What color varieties?
We carry
German pansies, rock toff.
jumbo browns. We have some gingers. We have some of the red range celadons.
Cool.
We did have some of the fob fee, but we kind of got away from that since it was just the diluter of the Jumbo Browns. But we kind of got out of the whole pearl fee line. But our main focus probably is going to be our Jumbo Browns and our Rock Top Pansies.
Mhm. Cool. Okay, Deborah says, wow, you guys are so generous. Yes, they are. Savage Auto Farms was nice, Aaron. Thank you for supporting the community. Kurt says, way to go on the 60K. Thank you. Anita says, I love the basket. I could put that one to good use. Yeah, I think Anita got a basket one or already, didn't she, Maury?
I think so.
I
Yeah, I'm
think
pretty
so.
sure we sent her one.
Yeah. Andy Robinson now says, good morning. Morning, Andy. Glad you could join us. Tracy says, good morning from Minnesota. Joe from Culpeper, Virginia, checking in. Glad you could join us, Joe. Bumblebee Adventures says, question. I know most of the crew keep the quail for food and eggs. Do some keep secretly as pets because they have such fun personality? We'll start at the top. HP, do you have any pet quail?
Nope.
Me neither. What about you, Gage?
We got quite a few. We got some that produce some very rare colors and patterns, and so we like to throw those aside. My brother's kid, we just recently brought her out to the quail shed a while ago, and she picked out her favorite quail, and so we kind of allocated it to its own personal cage. But she holds it, and it's calm with her, and so makes her happy.
Oh. What about you, Maury? You got any pets?
Dogs, but no quail.
I hear you. How about you, Leah?
Yeah, we have a few. The kids' favorites mostly, and they call them land sharks, of course, when they're on the barn floor. But yeah.
Cool. You, Aaron?
Yeah, so I'm all about production on the meat and eggs part of it, and I'm gonna have to admit to everyone here, this is the first time I say it out loud, I do have one cage of pet quail, and and I've always said like you're either gonna feed me or provide eggs or something, or you're not gonna stay around. And here I am. I have a cage of useless birds that I just like to look at.
Exactly.
As long as you enjoy looking
Gary,
at it.
can I recant my statement?
Yeah, HP was trying to hide it.
I don't really have a pet. I do have a cage that has the black that I first imported. And they're not pets because I don't like them, but I kept them for just a sentimental reason that they were imported.
Yeah, I think everybody has something like that,
Right.
But I'm like Aaron. If they don't make eggs, they make meat.
Yep. All right. Carrie Blackman's in the house. Good morning. Happy for the 60K and the 50K on Facebook. Coturnix Corner is a great group of people. I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me, Carrie. We are going to be announcing the winner of the incubator kit that we're giving away for the 50K over on Facebook. So stick around for that. We're actually going to be doing it pretty soon because I know, Leah, you got to take off in a little bit shortly. Right? Yeah. Okay. So we'll be doing that before Leah has to. Yuri says, I got eggs from both HP and Aaron in the incubator right now. 5 days to lockdown. Cool. Child of God's in the house says, good morning from northern Indiana. Glad you could join us. Snoopy says, I had to put eggs in 3 days late from my first set. Should I move them to another incubator? Oh, I think it's like a staggered hatch. What are your thoughts, HP?
Of course, I'm different. I don't hatch in my incubator.
Right. Oh, everything gets moved over anyhow.
Yep.
Gage, your thoughts?
We usually keep everything in one group.
Right. Yeah, I don't do staggered hatches.
You're going to be changing the humidity and the temperature swings, and you're going to create problems for yourself staggered a little bit by just days.
Maury, I don't think you do staggered hatches either, do you?
No. Nope.
What about you, Leah?
I used to in the beginning, but I don't anymore.
I got 3. Oh, I just did that video. I got 3 brand new incubators out there. I need to do a staggered hatch, but in different boxes. What about you, Aaron?
I wouldn't lock down in the same incubator that I have eggs incubating in. I do staggered hatches. I have a, f- a few more GQFs than I would like to admit, and I have just a few of them that are just hatchers. So I do staggered hatches, but I would never lock down in the same
Wow, you're
incubator that
incubating.
I'm incubating in, just because of the bacteria you introducing on these eggs, and especially if it's early on in incubation, it's just not a good situation. I've seen it done successfully, but I personally wouldn't do it.
Okay, Mark says, good morning, Utah. Which quail produced the best celadon eggs? I don't do celadons. Leah, you do celadons, don't you?
Yeah. And let's see which quail produce. I mean, any color can produce celadon. They could come in any color. Some people get confused and think that just the tuxedos are the only celadons, but they can come in any color.
I know a lot of people are getting them from like the EB lines,
Yeah.
Tibetans and Rosettas. Let's see. Oh, talking to somebody else. Gary Blackman says, questions. What would you get if you crossed a jumbo Egyptian with a jumbo pharaoh?
Another quail.
A jumbo.
HP, I know you do both of them.
Not really. I don't cross per se. And the reason I don't is to try to keep the bloodline clean. Because
I mean, you're going to get a mix.
You know what the percentage is if you cross this and you cross that, and just because it comes out that color down the line, you're gonna have offspring spring up. Where'd that come from? So, like I say, I try not to cross anything that and mix in one mine until it is breeding true and not kicking up something else.
Yeah, it's like those puppies that were just born.
What you can get here, if you cross the Egyptian male with the Pharaoh hens, you'll get sex linked. That's what Corey, you know what you're asking, though.
Yeah,
I had the same thing happen with the puppies that were just born. We got the last litter was all 4 blacks. This litter, I got 1 black and 2 reds. And I was reading up on reds, and I guess that's a recessive gene. So I looked back in the lineage of the dogs, and the father, either his mom or his dad was a red, but on the mother's side, on Cookie's side, it went back like 3 generations before there was a red. So that recessive gene just kind of stayed hidden for a few generations, and it just popped out now. So I thought that was kind of cool.
yeah. People think quail genetics are tough. Dog genetics are real serious.
Yeah.
And like horse and cattle, it gets really serious.
Almost like people.
When you figure that one out, HP, let me know.
First on my list.
Brian says, good morning from Alabama. That was good. Shane says, good morning from Ontario. Cool. Hope everyone's doing well. Glad you could join us. Courtney says, question, is it possible to breed quail to produce solid brown eggs? I never thought of that one. Thoughts, HP? We'll start at
I've
that.
never seen a brown egg, not in quail.
Oh, what about you, Gage?
I've had green, but
We haven't seen it. I mean, I could see some of the markings on the egg, being more pronounced on some of the eggs, but I don't see it as a brown, solid brown.
Yeah, I've never seen a brown like from a chicken egg. Maury, you got any solid colored eggs out of your birds?
The only solid color I've ever seen was white.
Really? What about you, Leah?
No, only solid color would be celadon.
Yeah. It's I'm sure everyone in here as well has had one with less spots and more brown due to just some kind of stress or environmental change or feed change or something environmental in your quail cage. But successfully breed that. I don't think it's possible. White eggs, Celadon eggs, and your standard Coturnix eggs, but yeah, not a brown egg, not consistently.
Gotcha. All right, here's a good one for Leah. It says, question, anyone raising Celadons, can you breed a non-Celadon carrier to a Celadon carrier and end up with Celadon?
Celadon carrier to a non-Celadon carrier. So if both birds carry at least one Celadon gene, it is possible for you to have offspring that would lay Celadon. But if one of the parents does not carry any Celadon genes, then the answer is no. They'll just be carriers.
Yeah, that's what the question said, not a non-Celadon carrier. So the answer would be no then. I'm just going to get some questions. We're getting a few questions here, and I know Leah's got to run, so I want to try to get through these. I'm blaming it on you, Leah.
Okay.
John Gods' question, not a fan of quail meat. What else do you use for it, or any tips to make it taste better? Love the eggs, and the birds are fun. I know you're a connoisseur of quail, Aaron. What's your best way of cooking them?
So my most favorite way would be deboning the breast meat and battering them and fry them like you would do fish. And it's kind of like some little quail nuggets, or like chicken wings, and you just put some sauce on them, and that's my favorite way.
What about you, Leah? What's your favorite way to cook quail?
Actually, I'll put them in like a butter chicken curry. So I'll replace the chicken meat with the quail meat.
Oh, cool. How about you, Maury?
I like breasting them out and putting cream cheese and putting the other breast on top and then wrapping them in bacon and then baking them.
Oh, wow. It sounds good. What about you, Gage? What's your favorite way?
My wife, she's actually a pastry chef. She's the one that's always the one to experiment with everything. And the best way we actually found is that what I like personally is we spatchcock them and then we'll put them in like a cast iron. And she did like a teriyaki glaze on them.
Right. Cool. HP, are you a quail cooker?
Never ate a bad one. Yeah, I've tried them every way seemingly possible, but I like them better baked.
My favorite way is breast barbecued on the grill, and my wife deep fries the legs for like chicken McNugget type of deal. Oh, it's delicious. See, Anita says, Terry, you getting a new side panel for the GQF? I haven't even reached out yet to them, Anita, but I will. Let's see. Oh, here's how Carrie does his figuring out when they're going to hatch. Says, I set eggs on Wednesday, skip a Wednesday, then the next Wednesday move them to the hatcher, and the next Wednesday pull them out Saturday so I can play with them on the weekend. Cool. Daddy Farms this question, Terry, how did Cookies do having a puppy? She did good. 2 of them were breech, and this delivery was a lot different than her first one. The first one went really smooth and really quick. This one, it was like 40 minutes between puppies, and like I said, a couple of them were breech, but I guess that's kind of normal with dogs. But no, she did good. I don't know what this means. Would you keep Texans and buttons together during the first days after hatching? What are Texans? Anyone know?
Not familiar.
Probably saying A&M's.
Yeah, I would say with the Texas A&M's.
Oh, okay. I guess you're not supposed to keep them buttons and normal size quail together.
If they're jumbo quail chicks, they could easily trample the buttons.
Yeah, I've never done the buttons. So.
Buttons are micros. They got to be cuddled pretty closely.
Marie says, question, what do you use to candle the eggs? I have some that are pretty dark. I don't candle anymore. What do you do, HP?
I've
Candle?
never candled.
Yeah, I don't either. And Dave, you don't look like you candle either.
Yeah, we really don't candle. I mean, unless we're doing like a special project, like in a really small batch or something.
Right.
Candle that we use like a simple flashlight, you know.
Laser.
What about you, Aaron?
I candle for like balut and stuff like that, and I have I don't have it at my desk, but I have a candling flashlight I bought on Amazon. It's a rechargeable, and then I got eggs from HP years ago,
Right.
and it came with a little tiny flashlight, and it was like the perfect flashlight for candling eggs. I don't think it was intentional. That's why he sent it, but I used that until it didn't work anymore, and then I'd ordered more eggs, and I was like, "Can you send that flashlight again?" And look, I don't think it's intended to be a candling flashlight, but it works, and I still
Well,
use that one.
supplier. I don't remember who I got them from.
What do you use, Leah?
I really don't candle a whole lot anymore, but when I did, I would use the green laser light tactile flashlights
Oh.
because it was the easiest thing to see into them.
Yeah, I specifically bought a green laser because Michael Rose said that they work well, and they do. I also use the Incubate when I do candle. You don't candle, do you, Maury?
No, I don't.
All right, we are going to take a break and go ahead and do some giveaways. So if you guys have selected somebody in the chat room for your giveaway, comment. This is for the guests here. Comment in the chat room your email so they can send you their information. And when you guys are ready, let me know.
You want us to put our info in the chat?
Yeah, just put your email in there, Maury, just so they can send you the info, you know, your shipping stuff. And I'll let me see. Oh, I need a winner for the Hatching Time gift certificate.
Put my email.
It's not letting me post my email in the
I
chat.
think mine just went. Yeah,
I had to do it on my phone.
I did mine on my phone. Yeah.
Oh, you have to do it on a phone? You can't do it on a
I have a phone. I have a couple phones around here.
What is yours? What is your email, Aaron?
It's Aaron@GuitrosFamilyFarm.com.
Okay, and Aaron, who did you select as your winner?
Marie Wiley.
Okay. So Marie, there is Aaron's email address. Send him all your shipping information, and he'll get you taken care of. Leah, who did you select?
John Revor. Hopefully, I said that right.
John. Can you spell the last name, Leah?
Revore.
Okay. And you were able to get your email in there? You said, Leah.
Yeah, I dropped it in the chat.
Okay. Why am I seeing it? If any of you guys have a problem getting a hold of these people, just send your information to me, and I'll forward it to them. Maury, how about you?
Holly Griffith, I think is the name.
Holly Griffith. Okay, and did you get your email on there, Maury?
It says it's on there, but I don't see it on. I see it on my phone, but not on the computer.
Yeah, I don't think YouTube's letting us post any kind of because it would link it. So I don't think YouTube's letting us post.
Yeah.
Well, I posted your email
Yeah,
address, no problem.
because you're the channel owner. I think only Carrie's
Oh.
Carrie's the moderator, and you're the channel owner.
All right, I'll tell you what, guys. We'll just make this easy. Send it to Terry at CoturnixCorner.com. Tell me who you won or who selected you, and I'll forward your information to them. Okay, so there's my email address, and make sure, guys, that you give us a good address, a good email, and a good phone number. All right, Gage. Who did you guys select?
We're gonna go with Jessica Klein.
What's the last name on that one?
Klein, Kline.
Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna pop off of here, Terry.
All right, I appreciate it. We'll see you in a little while. If I'm here, if I'm not, just leaving with my wife.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks, Leah.
You're welcome, I can't talk. Congratulations.
Thank you much. HP, who did you select?
Snoopy Stacks, I believe is what it was.
Who was it? Say it again, HP. I didn't catch that.
Snoopy Stacks. If I wrote it down correctly.
Snoopy. Cool. All right, Snoopy. Oh, I see. It keeps the riffraff from posting and stuff. That's probably a good idea. Okay, and the $50 Hatching Time gift certificate, that's going to go to our moderator because he does such a good job, Terry Blackman.
Hey Terry,
Yep.
can we add and do a second donation on for us?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
We would also like to add Dawn Skin for another jerky and honey.
Okay, I didn't get that.
Dawn Skin, DON.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I
Gotcha. Where are you at here? Cool. Appreciate that, Gage.
Yeah.
Don, you've already got my email address. Okay, Andy Rabbit says if they're not a mod, they can post a link. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, you guys just send it over to me. Make sure that you write down who the whose prize you won, and I will get that to you. Now I need to, because I, like an idiot, forgot to bring this up. The winner of the giveaway, I'm going to post her name real quick. The winner of the giveaway over on Facebook is going to go to Julie LeBlanc. And Julie, you are going to get a DIY incubator kit. So same with you. If you'll send me your shipping information, I'll go ahead and get that out to you next week. All right, I think that about does it for the giveaways. I know we had a couple more questions that I wanted to get to before we pull the plug on this one. Jessica says, what are the pros and cons of keeping quail in an aviary? Well, you got an aviary.
Yeah. A lot more room. Other than that, I don't really keep too many in there. I usually put the meat birds in there.
For me, collecting eggs is the biggest con of keeping in my aviary. Do you do an aviary setup, HP?
Not anymore. That's the way I started out, but not anymore. Collection of eggs is too difficult.
Okay. Here's another question. Marie says, genetics interest me. Are there any good books that I can reference? I can't think of any books. I can give you a couple of websites. Southwest Game Birds, and he's got a good section in his site. And then what's Bree's website, Aaron?
Chips and chicken.
Pips and chicks.
Pips and Chicks.
Yeah, pips and chicks.
I do know that there's some controversial stuff on Pips and Chicks about some information's not up to par, but I know Bria is working on it. So, anybody else know of any good places to go to for genetics info?
Does Allie still have her stuff up?
I don't know. She does have a playlist here on the Coturnix Corner channel. You can check out that playlist. It's basic genetics, but I don't think Maine's Confetti Quail Farm. Let me look real quick.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a book, but it's a reference.
Right.
William Foster had a page up at one time on his page of all the different color crosses and what they produced. It was
Right. Yeah, I haven't checked his out in a while either.
I forgot about him.
Uh,
The upkeep on like a web host is so expensive. So, I mean, if you're not doing it every day, then
Yeah.
it's not worth the cost.
Yeah. Buddy Marks in the house, he says, "Good morning, folks. Anyone know where I can get some good Raid bug spray for bees?" I think he's joking, but you're no longer welcome down here, Mark. Don't be coming around my house anymore. See, Yuri says, question, I have a week-old chick with red eyes. I've been told it's probably going to have issues. Should I plan on just putting it in the freezer program? Yeah, I think you mentioned that last week. Aaron, do you want to tackle that one?
I wouldn't enter it into a breeding program, Yuri, but if you're interested in seeing what happens and what is going to grow out, I would be interested in seeing what it would do. I just wouldn't introduce it into a breeding program. But I like to experiment and play around with things. So I would keep it and see what happens. I'd also be interested to know where it came from and,
Yeah, exactly. I think he asked us last week on the live stream about it. And he was asking if it could have been albinism or albino. I said it's possible. I've never seen an albino, but I know the cinnamons, don't they have the red eyes? They're really light sensitive.
Yeah, light sensitive for sure.
Yeah.
I went through a stage at one time with my white birds that I had several albinos in one hatching, and they lived about a week. I didn't realize they were blind. It didn't work out.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever produced anything that had red eyes.
I haven't seen any now in several years, but I did have some.
Jessica Klein says, what are good plants to grow to help with supplemental feed? I don't do any of that kind of stuff. Do you supplement any of your feed? No.
Me either.
What about you, Gage?
No. Yeah. Regular layer.
Oh yeah, and Gage, I'll send you my address. I forgot to comment back to you on that.
Okay.
All right. I don't think we have any more questions that I can see. All the winners saying thank you. Very much appreciated. Here we go. This is a good one for you, HB. What are the pros and cons on raising bobwhites?
I don't know about any pros. Other than they are a high demand product in my area. We have a lot of plantations that do guided hunts. and it's very profitable for them, but not the producers. And the cons is they're much more difficult to raise than a Coturnix. They are very susceptible to diseases, and it's a constant monitoring on them more so than the other I've tried.
Are you still doing them?
No, the snowstorm we had collapsed my fly pen, and mine's all in the woods behind me. And I was transitioning from Bob White's to the Chuckers anyway, so I won't have any Bob Whites this year, but I will be unless I think today week I think my first round of Chuckers patch.
Hey, Holly Drip says, answering that question, that you can grow oregano, leaf lettuce, Swiss chard. There you go. Give it a thumb. All right, that brings us down to the bottom of the list. Guys, I'm not going to keep you any longer because I want to get out in the field. I got bee traps to place and to move and whatnot. So I want to thank all our guests for showing up today. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the donation of the prizes to give away. I know our guests or our viewers appreciate that. I want to thank everybody in the chat room that joined us today. Really appreciate it. And again, if you guys didn't get the emails for our guests that are giving away prizes, you can send them to Terry at CoturnixCorner.com. Just mention which guest called your name, and I'll make sure that they get your information. Any last thoughts, you guys, before we close it out?
Have a good Sunday.
Yeah, congratulations on 60K, Terry.
Yeah, appreciate that.
It's a big milestone.
Yeah.
All right.
60 and 50.
Yeah, no kidding. That's crazy.
All in one week.
All right, guys. I'm going to pull the plug. I'm going out to play in the woods for a while. Everyone have a great day, and we'll see you. I don't know if I'm going live Tuesday. If I can find a guest, we might. Otherwise, I'll see you back here next week, Sunday. So have a good one. See y'all later.
See ya.
See ya.